Alright, ladies and gentlemen, how are you guys doing today on this Friday, December the 25th, 2020? Welcome to another metallic episode of Music of Destruction. Bringing you the best in metal-related content right here on YouTube on the only metal channel that matters, man. If you missed anything in the past week, click the eye in the upper right corner of the screen right now. Get caught up on all of my latest videos. I would greatly appreciate it. If there's anything you would like me to cover or review, drop it in the comments section down below and make your suggestion. No slam or deathcore. I hate those fucking genres. No point requesting them. I will never review them. Welcome to Metal Album Warfare Fridays right here on the channel once again. So tonight I am pitting two absolute metal classics head to head right here on the channel, with Dio-Master of the Moon going up against Metal Church, The Dark. Now, I'm sure you guys know the history of both of these bands, but if you don't, you can check out both reviews of both albums in the Metal Album Reviews playlist. Not very hard to find there, so make sure you go and do that. So Metal Church, The Dark was released in 1986, and Dio-Master of the Moon was released in 2004. And you know what? These two albums can easily be put up against one another because the similarities here are absolutely incredible. Classic metal with some thrash thrown in for good measure, and this is an episode of two bands that I enjoy a lot. So, let's get into it now, shall we? First up, we have Dio, One More for the Road versus Metal Church, Ton of Bricks, and Dio's One for the Road is a very classic stomping heavy metal track with great headbanging inducing riffs, drum, bass, guitar work, and emotion, and so is Ton of Bricks from Metal Church. Both of these tracks very similar in tempo and tonality and overall emotion and composition. Great songs. Ton of Bricks, one of my favorites. One More for the Road, one of my favorites. So these two are going to get a tie. Next up, we have Dio-Master of the Moon, the title track, versus Metal Church, Start the Fire. And you know what? Both of these tracks so fucking amazing, heavy metal classics. Both of them very similar in tempo. Dio has a little bit more of a classical element than Metal Church, but both of them are amazing classic heavy metal epics, and there was no way I could not score both of them, so we have another tie there. Next up, Dio, The End of the World versus Metal Church, Method to Your Madness. Again, both songs so fucking incredibly thought out well and just amazing at what they do, and these tracks are so fucking great. Great riffing, drumming, bass, memorable vocals, memorable lyrics, very emotional and passionate. This is when metal was in its prime, in my opinion, was 80s and 90s, and both these tracks amazing. These both get a tie as well. Next up, Dio, Shivers versus Metal Church, Watch the Children Play. Now both of these tracks, again, could be pitted up against one another with no issues whatsoever. Amazing compositions happening on both tracks, amazing songwriting, lyrics, riffs, bass, drum work, vocals. Great tracks here. I got to give a tie to both of these as well. Next up, Dio, The Man Who Would Be King versus Metal Church, Over My Dead Body. And you know what, guys? These two albums, very hard to pick a winner. Both these tracks, so fucking great, so classic, so memorable, and have everything right going for them. I'm giving a point to each. Next up, Dio, The Eyes versus Metal Church, The Dark. Two of the most iconic songs on both of these albums. Both classic, both amazing, fucking heavy, dark, and absolutely incredible for their time. Especially with Dio, this is his final release in 2004, but sounds like it's from 1986. And The Dark, just a fucking amazing track from Metal Church, so I got to give a point to both of those as well. Next up, Dio, Living the Life versus Metal Church, Psycho. And you know, again, amazing stuff on both these albums. Riffs are so well thought out, intricate, amazing, and very well done. Bass, same thing, drums, vocals. I mean, really, these two albums, very hard to pick winners. Gets another tie. Next up, Dio, I Am versus Metal Church, Line of Death. Amazing fucking songs. Not much more to say other than classics. Great riffing, drum, bass, vocals, lyricism, emotion, passion, production. I mean, it's a tie. You can't go wrong with these albums. Next up, we have Dio, Death by Love versus Metal Church, Burial at Sea. Again, amazing songs. Can't really pick a winner here. They're amazing. They're incredible. They're heavy. They're dark. This is how metal was in the 80s. This is when metal was the best, in my opinion. These tracks, going to give a point to both. Next and finally, we have Dio in Dreams versus Metal Church Western Alliance. Fucking incredible. Classic metal and classic thrash meets classic metal on both of these albums. Metal Church has the thrash side to it, but definitely has a lot more classical elements as well, when Dio is just straight up power/heavy metal. And both of these albums actually have their roots in classical metal and do have power metal elements as well, but Metal Church has a bit more of a thrash side. But yeah, another fucking tie. These two albums, guys, let's set up the scores. Master of the Moon with 10 points. The Dark with 10 points. Now, guys, there was no way I could not give these albums equal scores on all fronts because of how iconic they are, powerful, and just absolutely fucking epic metal classics here on Music of Destruction. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a tie, and I knew we would, because you just can't go wrong with either of these fucking albums. It's Metal Church and it's Dio. How the fuck do you pick a winner? You can't. Alright guys, so there you have it. Another metal album warfare in the books here on Music of Destruction, and I highly recommend these albums to you guys. As always, I sincerely hope that you enjoyed tonight's video. Hey, if you're new, make sure to subscribe, turn on the bell so you don't miss anything. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Music of Destruction. Follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Music of Destruction. Join the Facebook group, facebook.com/groups/Music of Destruction. The Seed, episode 28, The History of Iron Maiden Part 1, up on the Patreon page right now. If you'd like to support the channel, patreon.com/Music of Destruction. Select the $5 tier. For just $1 per month will get you shoutouts on my channel. I'll review anything you want, within reason, of course, and collaborations, etc., etc. Your support going to new equipment, cameras, lighting, all that stuff. Colton James and myself doing our first movie review for our new channel, Reviews on the Run movie and game reviews. We're holding off till 2021, going to premiere then. We're going to be getting lighting, equipment, cameras, all that great stuff. We're also going live this Sunday, December 27th, to talk about the channel and some stuff we're bringing. We're going to be planning all kinds of behind-the-scenes footage we're going to be uploading to the channel in the coming months. Let's check out a clip. And we are back. Thank you guys very much for watching tonight. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Have a great night. We will see you in the next video. Cheers, everybody.